Katz and Cosby, entertaining and informative on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Well, Friday night. With us today is Congressman Brian Mast, and he's, I should call him Chairman Brian Mast, and he's a Florida congressman, and he's one good guy and one smart guy, and a great veteran that sacrificed himself a little bit for our country. Well, Congressman Mast, tell us what the heck is going on in the Democratic Party. There was a big vote about Israel the other day, and I understand they got over 100 votes, and to not to help Israel, and they're our best ally.
100%. You look at this situation, I'd say, thank you for the welcome. By Democrats, I've been called a lot worse than all those things that you called me. You mentioned it. 103 Democrats voted against continuing our support for the Israeli military, which has been ongoing. It's one of the greatest partnerships that we have. Weapons development together, obviously them just destroying Hezbollah in Lebanon, them destroying Hamas terrorists, one of the greatest partnerships that we have. 103 Democrats, to include their leadership, like Nancy Pelosi. It just shows you they're all drug into the socialist wing, maybe not even drug in, maybe just, walking in politely because it's where they actually want to be. And they want no association with Israel whatsoever anymore. They're making that clear.
That was really shocking that many. Previously, I think the highest amount that Democrats' party voted against, there was a lot less.
Previously, you might get like an AOC, an Ilhan Omar, a Rashida Tlaib, Jayapal, something like that. What people consider the squad members, and what everybody considered the squad is now the mainstream Democrat Party. It's, again, like I said, it's Nancy Pelosi. It's their leadership. It's, Seth Moulton up in Massachusetts. People that, a lot of folks consider them, these are moderate, blue dog Democrats, some people would have said before. Absolutely not. They've 100% turned their back on our relationship with Israel. They're the same people that are out there denying that there was ever any threat from Iran. Same people that used to say, yeah, hey, you know what? We need to do anything and everything to prevent Iran from having a nuclear weapon. Now today, these same people deny that Iran is any kind of threat to the United States of America or anybody else. That's how far they've shifted. And why? Because for them, everything is politics.
How would you justify? You think the Socialist Party, they're scared of the Socialist Party, or you think they really truly feel they're anti-Semitic?
I think absolutely anti-Semitism. They've made that clear on front after front. You could go back further than this, but you could see it clearly even after October 7. And, people denying the genocide that October 7 was in the face of everybody. That's clear anti-Semitism, or what they did in these, universities from Columbia to Harvard to everywhere else, justifying their slight against Israel day in, day out, wherever they can find it. Clear anti-Semitism. But I think it's where they want to be. When you look at the leadership in this party, like Pelosi, you can see when they're out there moving for that is where the party wants to be.
Well, are people still coming down to Florida? Are you still saying to New Yorkers, come on down?
We say to New Yorkers, come on down. We say to everybody, we love to have them in Florida. Just what we also say is don't New York my Florida. We don't want the New York politics that have messed up the city. We don't want the Mamdani politics coming into Tallahassee in Florida, which is our capital, or anywhere else across the state. We want it to be the free state of Florida, the number one most patriotic state, the place that loves its law enforcement and its military more than anywhere else in the country. We want it to remain that Florida. So if people want to come to a place like that, come on down.
Well, thank you so much for coming on this Friday evening. TGIF, thank God it's Friday, and we'll talk to you again real soon.
Glad to see you, my friend.